think it's more personal to send a postcard. And I used to enjoy delivering them, you know.
Have you ever written one in the last year or two?
No. Guilty.
Yeah, more than 150 years after the first one was sent, we're going to ask if postcards have had their day or if they are making a comeback.
And wish you were here still, 150 years after the first postcard was sent. Are they on their way out or making a comeback?
Now then, we've been talking about the weather heating up. You might be off for a holiday, but when you do, will you send a postcard?
We all used to do it, didn't we?
Did,
It was
yeah.
a ritual for millions of us, but they've been in long decline over the last few years. But apparently, this morning, there are signs that the age of the handwritten wish you were here notes may not be quite over. Here's our arts correspondent, David Sillito, to explain.
When was the last time you received one of these?
Probably about 20 years ago.
Have you ever sent one?
No.
The postcard, once a holiday ritual, and still it seems an object of affection.
Great to have it come through the letterbox and you think somebody's been thinking about you.
But it's had a bit of a decline. I joined Scott here on his round in Hastings.
How many years have you been doing this job?
24 years this year, well, in November.
How many postcards?
I've done one max.
One max.
Yeah.
One postcard?
Yeah.
In a round?
Yeah, not many at all, unfortunately.
It's a dying thing, isn't it?
It is. It is dying, and it's a shame because, like I was saying back there, I think it's more personal to send a postcard. And I used to enjoy delivering them, you know.
Have you ever written one in the last year or two?
No. Guilty.
At its peak, we sent more than 800 million a year. Reading them today, they're a glorious, intimate, handwritten record of daily life from the past. But the postcard industry isn't what it was. But there is one survivor from its Victorian heyday.
Who is he?
That's Fred Judge, the founder. Born and bred in Wakefield, moved to Hastings with his family, and he was just a keen amateur photographer. We are the last family-run business, national postcard business in the UK. At its heyday, there were about 7 or 8 companies around the UK. We are the last one standing.
Do people still buy them?
Yes, 3 million of them a year.
We all know the Wish You Were Here cards, but festivals you're trying as well.
Well, if you go to Glastonbury, there is actually a postcard pop-up marquee where you could go and write a postcard, and it's increasingly happening at more and more festivals.
So this is young people doing it?
Yeah, increasingly. The young people are saying, come on, I've sent enough texts, enough WhatsApp messages, let's make someone's day and send them a postcard.
The question is, when did you last receive a postcard? Or even more importantly, when did you last send one? Which is why we have our postcard table today on magnificent Hastings Beach. When was the last time you did a postcard?
When I was at school, a long, long time ago.
Do you write postcards?
Yes.
Really? I thought postcards had disappeared.
No, I write it to my friends and my family, my grandma.
I think one issue will be the price of the stamp. The price of the stamp will be 15.
We'll cover you for that.
I've travelled quite a bit lately. It's quite hard to find postcards for sale. That's the beauty of handwritten things. You can see the handwriting, it links you to that person, doesn't it? And you don't get that with a text.
With, say, WhatsApp or Snapchat or something like that, it's just who it's from and then you get the text. But with, like, say, a postcard or a letter, you have to open it, you have to think about it, say, what could this be? What? And it's just a more engaging way of communicating from distances.
Let me take those off you, and we will post these for you to ensure you get one postcard in 20 years. One postcard in 20 years. They're going to get one. Marvellous.
Calling it a revival is perhaps pushing it a bit, but there is definitely still a fondness for the handwritten holiday hello. I mean, how many of us have a treasured email?
Having a fantastic time away. Lovely place. Hastings. Weather is great. Love Andrew. 4 kisses. Who have you sent that to?
That's myself.
You've given yourself kisses?
I've given myself kisses.
Sir, you're a star. You're a star. In the post it goes. I need some stamps now.
David Sillito, BBC News, Hastings.
Oh, I love that.
Did he put the stamps on, though?
I
Did he pay? I hope he did.
Well, expensive, isn't it, now,
Yeah.
selling postcards?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Oh, it's quite fascinating, isn't it?
It is. It really is. Well, we're joined now on the sofa by Alex Wallace, who's a postcard collector and a deltiologist.
That's correct,
That's
a deltiologist.
That's the posh word
That's the posh word for a postcard collector,
So
yeah.
you are a deltiologist.
I certainly am.
If you told
I
me
am
that
guilty
without the
of being a
context, I wouldn't have.
deltiologist.
What do you love about postcards, Alex?
Well, they're so nostalgic. I think myself and lots of people are interested in the past. And also, if you're interested in a particular theme, a particular subject, if you play golf, if you play football, if you're interested in cooking, if you go to Eastbourne, there's a postcard of it. There's a postcard of everything over the years.
And you've got about, what, 10,000 of them?
Something like that.
You've got a lot of postcards.
You're a mega deltiologist.
A mega deltiologist.
let's because you brought some in.
Yeah.
Give us an idea of why you think they're so special. What's special about these
when
ones?
I started collecting, I collected stamps as a kid, and then my mother showed me a collection that she'd acquired as a child when I was about 10 or 15, and this is one of the cards, the first card. It's a picture of Phyllis Dare, who was a theatre star in the Edwardian times.
And this is what got you started on it?
This is what got me... I thought, this is fascinating. I didn't know these sort of things existed, you know?
So why were postcards sent in those days? Was it for the same... You know, what was the reason?
Well, it was one of the main means of communication. There was no television, there was no internet.
Yeah.
So it was a great way of communicating with people. In fact, there were up to 6 or 7... posts a day in the main cities, in main towns, and they would arrive the same day in the same town.
6 or 7
they had lots
posts
of
a
collections.
day?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. What else have we got?
And it would cost, well, what we have here. Now, this is an interesting one. That one is 1886, and that's one of the first postcards that I acquired at a postcard fair, or antique fair. And that's what they looked like. They were just plain, and they had a message on one side. The stamp was imprinted into the card. Yeah, you didn't.
Isn't that beautiful? The handwriting. Who was it sent to? Miss
Uxbridge.
Wakefield, Belmont. And no photo.
No
spotty
picture.
cartoon.
No, it was before pictures appeared. They appeared in 1894.
We read the message
on postcards. Next, I've got one with a message on it which you could read. The postcard itself is nothing too exciting. It's the Marine Park in New Brighton, but perhaps you'd like to read the message on it.
Let's see. Well, I think first of all we need to see the Marine Park in New Brighton.
OK, then. Yeah.
So there,
have a look
there's
at
the
Marine
original
Park in
picture.
Yeah.
And on the back it says, "Dear Mrs. Marsden, having a nice time. Emma and Hilda have gone to look through the Lusitania."
Absolutely.
From New York.
Yeah.
Of course, the Lusitania that is part of the Titanic story.
Yeah, so it came to Liverpool. Yeah. Of course, it sunk in 1915. So that was pre-1915, but it must have been over, you know...
On a visit.
Over this way, yeah, absolutely.
Alec, how do you find all these cards? Where do you pick them up from?
Right, well, antique fairs, shops, you know, antique shops, postcard fairs. There are postcard fairs all over the country, organised by different people. The Postcard Traders Association is an organisation that promotes collecting, postcard collecting, and they have a website address which I can give you shortly if people want to get a pen and paper. So, yeah, there are fairs. I organise a fair in Preston, just north of Preston at Barton Village Hall. The next one there's September the 27th.
Oh, my God.
And people,
It's fascinating.
you know, it's very interesting. It's a growing hobby. Well, look at these
You
cards.
show us one, and I've got some to show you then.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
Who's this one? To my dear mother from your loving son. Do we know the story behind this?
Well, it could be a soldier. You know, it could be a soldier in the First World War.
Oh, wow.
You know?
You've brought in these lovely postcards, and thank you so much for doing that. Our viewers have been sending in pictures of postcards this morning.
Yeah.
Would you like to see some of those?
Absolutely, yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
so, there we go. This is the first one. I think this is from Alison. It's come all the way from Antarctica.
Wow.
And she sent this in. She says it took a few weeks to arrive.
I bet.
To be fair, that could happen from Preston as well, couldn't it? But yeah, that's a very special
That's
stamp,
fantastic,
isn't it?
yeah.
Shall we look at Kate and Scott's? Oh, wow, look at that. They said when they lived in New Zealand, they had a worst postcard competition between them and their parents in the UK. Who could find the worst postcard? And this is the result. Look at that collection.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure there's quite 10,000. Now their daughter has her first job in New Zealand. And so her story, they also have a postcard wall. Do you have a postcard wall? Where do you store them?
Oh, in boxes, basically.
Right.
In boxes, in albums, you know, all over the place.
Does your house look like that?
No, it's probably worse.
Sharon has also sent one in to show us all. This is it. Oh, she always used to send postcards to her relatives, she says, when she went to Blackpool back in the 60s and 70s. And she always wrote exactly the same message every year. Weather good, grub good, wish you were here. And she still writes postcards, she says, now and uses the same message, even if the weather's rubbish and the food's rubbish, she writes the same thing.
I love that. What's more important with the postcards, the image on the front or the words on the back?
People like both. People like the sort of social history aspect of it. They can see there's all sorts of different subjects. There's a comic one. That's a very funny one.
Not going to be too rude, is it?
No, I wouldn't do that.
They used to be a bit racy, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, you got some really saucy ones, yeah.
Shall I check it out?
What's it say on it?
That's a good one.
Can you read
That's a good one.
It's the lady saying, "You naughty boy." He's smoking, the little boy. He says, "If I knew your name, I'd go and tell your mother." What good would that do, the little boy says. She knows my name. Old ones are the best,
That's the old ones, yeah. Donald McGill, the artist there, a very prolific comic artist.
And you get such an insight on the back, don't you, when you read the messages.
But people do love the messages as well. And sometimes the family history aspect of it, it can be a genealogy thing there. Look at this one here.
Alex, if you get that one ready, should we just look at Lorraine's first? And you get...
I'll get that one ready.
Lorraine from Essex said that she has a 53-year-old postcard from her cousin who ran away with her boyfriend.
Wow.
What, with her own boyfriend?
I don't know. She hasn't specified.
I want more than a postcard on that. I want the full family history. I want the full essay. Margaret from North Yorkshire said for years she has sent one to herself every time she's been away, a bit like the chap in David's piece. It's lovely, she says, to get a reminder of your holiday when you get home. And in fact, Dr. Mohit, who was here a few moments ago talking about the heat, he was telling us that he and his wife always collect a postcard and send it back for their daughter to have in the future, even though she's with them on holiday. So she's got an album in the future of all the places she went to on holiday when she was little.
Yeah. Alec, I interrupted you. You were going to show, you were revealing...
Oh, yeah. No, this is an example of a novelty one. If you want to read that. It pulls out like that with 12 views.
Oh, right.
And it's St Helens.
Do you know when that date's from?
Yeah.
Do we know when that was made?
Again, it's probably 1915, 1920, that sort of period.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's still in very good condition.
That sort of period.
That's great, isn't it? And they all sort of concertina up like that and fold away. So that's a pretty fancy one, isn't it? Alec, thank you so much for coming in and bringing all these. I'm going to be really, really careful with this. I don't want to ruin your precious postcards. But I had no idea there was...
Can I give you that website?
Yes, you do that.
May I do that? OK. This is the PTA, the Postcard Traders Association, and it's www.postcard.co.uk. And they're a lovely bunch of people to promote the hobby. They will give you all sorts of information, fair dates, etc., etc., etc.
Alec, thank you so much.
Happy hunting, happy collecting.
Deltiologist.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Great to have you.